Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today I have the double overview for this week for episode 44 of The Bad Batch and episode 5 of X-Men 97. And well, the Bad Batch episode, let's start with that. Okay, first of all, we see Omega return to Mount Tantis with CX-2. No Hunter was not on board the ship with them, so he wasn't able to bust her out immediately, which sucks. But we see her return to Mount Tantis, and throughout the episode we see her uncover what's going on there, specifically in regards to the vaults and the midichlorian count experiments. Well, she knows as much as we do now. We didn't learn anything more, really. She's just now caught up as well. But the Bad Batch, they had a mission in this episode. Oh god, it was to find and break out Admiral Rampart from his prison. Did not miss him. Yeah, so Admiral Rampart was in this episode quite a lot. The plan was to break him out of his prison so that he could help the Bad Batch find Mount Tantis, and then as a result break out Omega as well as all the other clones. And of course the Force-sensitive children, which they don't know about yet, but they will. Now, they do eventually manage to break Rampart out, but there is a problem. No one knows the coordinates to Tantis. But he says he knows somebody who does. So I'm assuming in the next episode, the Bad Batch are going to be looking for that person. Of course, with the help of B. As of course, the Havoc Marauder was destroyed in the last episode. That just broke me. So they're now on B's ship instead. So we're going to see Admiral Rampart helping out the Bad Batch, which frankly I never expected in a gajillion years. I never saw that coming. But yeah, I'm kind of excited now we're coming towards the end of the show. I'm very nervous though. But not as distraught as I was after this week's episode of X-Men 97. Dear God! This one went nuts. We started off with Rogue, Magneto and Gambit visiting the new UN-accepted nation of Genosha. Yeah, Genosha is now in the UN. For now. Then throughout the episode, we learn that the leadership of Genosha wants Magneto to be the ruler. But he had one condition, that Rogue had to rule alongside him for him to accept. She accepts, and as a result, so does he. Gambit is not particularly happy as he finds out in this episode that Rogue and Magneto have a past together. And then as a result, they break up, which frankly broke my heart. I was shattered by that. And of course, in this episode as well, we see the X-Men back in New York, kind of watching over everything and undergoing TV interviews. Some go well, some don't. Namely, Cyclops's. Cyclops's goes really badly, actually. Jubilee and Beasts go really well, but Scott kind of loses it at the end. And then we see that Jean, or who we think is Jean at least, we still don't know, looking through her memories, trying to figure out which are hers and which are Madeline Pryor's. And then we see Wolverine join her, just to say, hey, how you doing? I know, we're both trying to avoid these interviews, because yeah, that's exactly what they're both doing. But a bit of a shock. Jean kisses Logan. Which, yeah, that was interesting. But also we find out that Cyclops has been telepathically communicating with Madeline, which does not make Jean very happy at all. And I thought for a moment they were going to break up themselves. And then, very end of the episode, bit of a disaster occurs. Cable shows up, which I was like, hell yeah, let's go. Of course, it's revealed pretty quickly that, of course, he is Nathan Summers, Jean's son. And then we find out why he's there. Genosha go boom. Genosha go big boom. Kaboom. Yeah, a lot of mutants died. It was not good. It was very traumatic to watch. We, of course, see mutants wiped out left, right and centre by this kind of super sentinel, I guess you could call him. And of course, it was deploying a ton of normal-sized Sentinels, which were not helping. We see Gambit, Rogue, and Magneto hold the fort, along with Nightcrawler, who I was very happy to see. However, there are two characters that don't make it. Yeah. Nightcrawler escaped with his life by the skin of his teeth. Like, it was close for him. Rogue survived absolutely fine. Gambit and Magneto, however, did not. We have lost officially 2 members of the X-Men. Which I was shocked to see. I did not expect that. Just, wow. I was absolutely stunned. Of course, this is the mid-season episode, so things are going to get a bit nuts now. Like, the second half of the season is on its way next week, and then, of course, the following weeks. But I'm really looking forward to the rest of this season now, and I can't wait to see how it unfolds. And the same goes for the Bad Batch, although there is much less of the Bad Batch than X-Men to go. So that's going to do it for this video. So please, like the vid, sub to mine and Roxanne's channels. Her link is in the description. My sub button is down there. Please click those, and then the bell icons to get both sets for notifications. Comment as well, because why not, and let me know what you thought of these episodes of X-Men and the Bad Batch. Well, X-Men 97 and the Bad Batch. Want you to know that too, please follow me on my social medias. They'll be down in the link tree in the description below that. It's going to be Roxanne's website, as always. And lastly, please do share the vid with all your friends so they can join the infinite loop of liking, subscribing, commenting, following, and sharing, and around and around and around that loop. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with this week's F1 news update. Goodbye!